Guys have had a lot of success over the past 12 years or so. What are the expectations, though, for this season?
Every year, your expectations are going to be a little bit different. We get a totally group of new guys in every year, and just try to get the most out of them that we can. From year to year, there's been years when I thought we'd be really good and weren't, but was still happy with the season. There's also been years where I didn't think we'd be as good as we had in the past, and we've exceeded those expectations. So it's always really weird to see. You kind of come in like with an open mind and try and just get the best out of every group that you can, because you never know who's going to be here, what kind of injuries you're going to have. So just trying to get the best every day.
Who are some returning players to watch out for this season?
So we got 3 seniors coming back, which is real weird. Like we have a very young team. So our 3 seniors, Joe Knight led us in scoring, but he'll be counted on in the back, I think, this year. Joshua Hunt was a great defender for us, and we might switch him up to forward. Did a great job for us in practice these first few weeks. And then Sam Carpenter, our goalie, just improved every day last year and picked up right where we left off, making some really big saves in practice this week. A lot of juniors coming in. We have Anthony Amato, Sean Graham, and Angelo Aiello, all guys that made all-league teams last year, and they're looking to step up and take the place of some pretty good team that we had last year.
Who are some newcomers that have impressed you already?
Jacob Jamie looks really good in the center midfield, and with not having football, it was interesting. We got a couple of guys come in from football, and so Joshua Jackson, that was a soccer player, and would love to do both sports, but in the same season they can't. So it was nice to get him out. But yeah, everybody's looked really, impressive. Was not really sure how it would look coming in, with guys not being able to get their full summer seasons and not be able to play as much as they have in the past. But the guys looked really sharp coming in, so I'm looking forward to the season getting started.
Between the lack of summer workouts, the delayed season, all these COVID precautions you have to take, how have you prepared for a season really like no other?
Well, it was really weird because just up until even a few days before we started practice, we weren't 100% sure we'd be out here. So it was kind of like a cautious approach, trying to communicate with the guys, like trying to make sure they were staying ready, and just we didn't really know what to do and what to expect. So we were just excited once we got out here, and we've talked about like really taking that opportunity and making the most of it, because we know who knows what if we're even going to get through the whole season. So just being grateful to be out here and giving it everything we can every day.
How have the guys adjusted, or actually I should ask, what are some of the adjustments you've had to make in order to, with the protocols and everything?
So some of the things we've done is, whereas we just have that giant penny bag and that might get washed every couple days, now we are having the guys make sure they wear a blue and a white shirt every single day, so we can try and avoid pennies. And then if we have to use them, I'm washing those every time. Other things that we do is not being able to use the locker room, so the guys are coming prepared. It's not so difficult because a lot of times they're not even in school that day. It would be a virtual or remote day. So, but it's just different, like a different setup, changing up the routines, and just took a little bit for guys to get used to where they're going to keep their stuff. Social distancing on the sidelines, preparing for practice, getting ready, trying to make sure that the guys are, not causing anything to happen that where we would lose our opportunity to keep playing. Trying to make sure we are following all the rules exactly as closely as we can, and just trying to stay safe and healthy.
And then what are your expectations for the season?
Our expectations for the season are to just go out there and win as many games as we can, just be the best team we can be overall. Whether that means winning or losing, we're trying to just organize the team.
And I know this program has a lot of history, so how important is it for you guys to meet those goals?
It's very important. We're trying to like live up to those expectations. We're trying to be the best team we can be. We got players that have gone to D1 colleges, so we're trying to just be better or as good as them.
All right, and obviously COVID has forced you guys to change some traditions. You can't really celebrate like you used to. So how are you guys adapting to that?
That's a good question. Just throughout all of this, just making sure getting the usual locker room time we get with each other, time we get to bond inside school and at practices and at games. But you know, we're all just more than grateful to be able to come out here and play soccer. You don't even have to look out of state to find places where they're shutting all the sports down. So it's really like a blessing, and it's super awesome that you get to play. We're all super grateful for that.
How did you guys prepare for this season over the summer?
Over the summer, we went to Vets Park. We organized a lot of captain's practices. Obviously, we took as many safety precautions as possible. We just worked hard, did a lot of conditioning. We worked over the week like 4 or 5 times a week. We just got to put that work in to be ready for the season.
You feel like you guys are just as prepared as you usually would be?
Obviously, like turf and grass is different, but we would rather be here on the turf practicing. But we couldn't do that, so we just went to Vets Park for a second option. But we would obviously rather be on the turf where we play our games. So.